Invincible Studios, and today I am checking out the GSC2 from Glab, which the guys at Black Hawk Music have kindly given to me to put it through its paces. And basically, I'm going to show you how I use it in my rig. My rig at the moment is JCM 800, an orange cab and an SG. And then I'll show you some of my pedals. Okay, so basically what the GSC2 does in its most basic function is to switch different loops in and out. So basically there's 6 different effects loops in it and a switching out. There's 4 switching outs for switching channels on your amp. An in and out for your guitar to go into and out of, and a tuner output. So basically I have 5 pedals and a tuner on here at the moment. I've got a Boss NS2 in loop 1, Electro Harmonics Memory Man, loop 2, MXR Phase 90, loop 3, Maxon Overdrive, loop 4, and then a Digitech Whammy in loop 5. So basically what you can do with the GSC2 is you can program any number of combinations of these 6 loops any way you want, which is amazing. And you can program that in addition to changing an amp channel, and if you're really adventurous, which I must say I'm not, you can program MIDI channel changes as well, which is pretty crazy. So basically, if I show you what you can do, so basically my program 1, as you can see all my pedals are labelled up, it's just clean sound. It's the clean channel on the Marshall, and then that's literally just got the amp on channel 1 and Boss NS2 in the loop. You can see the lights going on and off on that. And if I switch to the dirty, that just changes the channel on the amp. So that's just the dirty channel on the amp and the Boss NS2. So yeah, this is sort of an example of how you can use the switching on the GSC2. This is going from a clean and delay and no noise gate to changing the channel on the amp and having the noise gate in at the same time for one of our tunes. So basically it's this spot here. As you can see, that's pretty easy, pretty simple, no tap dancing, brilliant. Another sound I use is pretty cool is go from standard dirty to clean and the phase 90 at the same time. So there's 2 ways you can program GSC2. You can either do it via USB, or you can just do it on the unit itself, which actually is really simple. Okay, there's a small button on the side here. You can see it says lock and unlock. This little button that goes in, which stops any of these buttons which change the programs having any effect. So when you're playing your shows, push that in, and if you accidentally press any of those, nothing's going to happen to your settings. They're not going to get messed up. You don't have to worry about them. But if it comes down to programming it, so you take that out. Take this button here, which is loop. This chooses which of the loops you have on the particular program you've got selected. At the moment I've got program 11, which is that one there. 12, 13, 14, 15, so on. That's program 11. So you press the loop button, and you can see that the loop's flashing. Program 11 is flashing, which means that that's the program we're editing. If you go over here, you can see what we've got in the loop currently. What we've got is loop 1. So all you do is you press the corresponding foot switch to choose what loops go in and out. So at the moment we've got nothing selected, and it's switching to channel 1 on the amp. Depending on the amp, some amps change channel to or from the dirty channel. On this particular amp you have to use the switch to turn it to the clean channel. So you press number 1 and that will turn on loop 1, which is the Boss NS2, and then you press loop 2, 3, 4 and 5. and that's all the pedals on in one go. It'd be an unholy racket, but you get the idea anyway. It's simple as anything to choose what pedal you've got going on in the loop. And to store, when you've got everything in the loop, you just press the loop button one more time, flashes, stored comes up on there. Now obviously I'm not want to hold on to this sound, so I'll press the loop button again. Let's turn it back to where it was before, just the NS2, stored, job done. Now if you want to get it, assign a channel change to it as well, you press the switch button, and it's the same principle as, you see the switch is flashing, program 11's flashing. It's the same principle as the loop selection. So basically you press 1 to change the channel on the amp. Now you can hear that switched the amp to the dirty sound. So press it again, clean sound. And then all you do, once you've done that, is you press switch again to store it, and stored flashes up over here, and that's your job done. So basically I've showed you some of the simpler functionality of what you can do with the GSC2. This is just how I use it in my rig. There's so much more you can do with it. You can choose things with MIDI. You've got an aux output for using an AB switcher that Glab will also make. This is just the way that I use it, and it's simplified my life on stage so much I can't even begin to tell you. No more tap dancing, just one button for every sound.